Okay, so let's have a look at the first thing we're going to learn within this course, and it's actually something you might be a little bit surprised at. As opposed to learning a chord, we're going to learn a scale. And you might think, well, how are those two things related? I kind of heard of a scale, and this particular scale we're going to look at is called the major scale, so you've probably heard of that one for sure, and you'll even more know the sound of it. And the scale relates to the chords that we're going to play in a very specific way. But before we actually look at the chords, let's have a listen to and learn the scale, okay? So we're going to learn the C major scale, and if you're a piano player, if you've ever seen a piano, which I'm sure you have done, it's all the white notes on the piano. And we're going to play from C to C, and it's going to give us 7 notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Essentially your alphabet starting from C, going all the way through to G. When we get to G, we start at A again in music, and we have A, B, and C again. So we get those 7 notes. One more time: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then we're going to go back up to C. Now when we finish back up at the higher C again, the one that sounds higher in pitch, we've completed what we call 1 octave. Try and remember that. So an octave is from C going up to the next C. Now on the guitar, we're going to play on the middle 4 strings. That's the A, the D, the G, and the B strings. And that gives us this sound. I'll play it for you first. See if you recognize the sound. I'm sure everybody's heard this before, and I'm going to teach it to you. And once we've learnt this scale, we'll look at how it applies to our chords. So here's the sound of the scale. One more time. And did you notice right at the end I played a chord? That was actually what's called a C major chord, or a C chord, at the end, and it sounded pretty much the same as the scale. It sounded like it had finished off the scale. Okay, now we're going to talk about why that's the case later on, but let's learn the scale first of all. The first thing you're going to do, you're going to take the 3rd finger on the left hand, and we number the fingers starting with the index finger. 1, 2 is the middle finger, 3 is the ring finger, and 4 is the little finger. Take the tip of that 3rd finger and place it on the 2nd string down from the ceiling, the A string, on the 3rd fret, okay? And that gives us the note C. Take the right hand, do a single downstroke on that string. The next string we're going to play is the open D string, which is the 3rd one down from the ceiling. Again, use a downstroke on the right hand and play that open string. Open meaning no fingers. The next string we're going to play, or the next fretted notes, is on the same string, the D string, 2nd finger. We're going to play the 2nd fret, which gives us the note E on the D string. Place the 2nd finger on, use the tip of the finger, line the pickup, or your finger if you're playing fingerstyle, and do a downstroke or an upstroke with the finger and play E. Okay, the next note we're going to play is the 3rd fret of the D string with the 3rd finger. Again, use the tip of the finger. This gives us the note F on D3, the 3rd fret of the D string. Again, downstroke. Then we're going to play the open G string, which is the 4th string down from the ceiling, or the next string adjacent to the one we just played. So open G. Then we're going to put the 2nd finger on G2, the 2nd fret of the G string. Use the tip of the finger, do a downstroke to give us the note A. Then we're going to play the open B string, which is the 2nd string up from the floor. Do a downstroke to give us the note B. And then the 1st finger goes on B1, the 1st fret of the B string. Use the tip of the 1st finger, do a downstroke to give us the note C. So one more time, the C major scale. I'm going to use all downstrokes on the right hand. Play this nice and slow. Aim for nice clean notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. I'm going to play that chord I played again on the end. I'll show you what this is if you don't know later on, but have a listen again to how it completes the sound. And then one more time, the same thing with no talking. So what you've just learnt to do is play the C major scale through 1 octave, C to C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So let's move on now to the next lesson, and we're going to have a look at how this relates to chords and their construction, how we actually construct them. So let's do that now.